What's happening to my meat? Oh my god! Oh! Oh! My meat's getting ripped apart. I don't know what's going on. Oh, hey, look at the star. Oh my god! And just like that. Nope. And he's dead. Haha. Piece of cake on her ass. Oh yeah.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
No loitering. Now move it. Something I can help you with? That is a pretty huge favor, especially coming from someone I don't even know. If you lost a temporary keycard, you've got bigger problems than losing access. I thought I made myself clear. I'm not... Maybe I can make an exception. Oh my God, you're serious, aren't you? Here's the card. Just make sure you give it back when you're done.
This is an active industries. You walk the factory floor?
The clinic welcomes all patients, whether Freestar or UC.
What the fuck?
Need some work done?
Nah, my nigga.
If people would stop poking their noses into every unexplored biome in the galaxy, perhaps we'd have a little less work to do.
Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. Well, now that'd be telling, wouldn't it? It ain't anything bad, if that's what you're wondering. You just keep your mind on the task at hand. And having some success, by the sound of it. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, every Ranger knows it's important to trust your instincts. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. Other than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief. A little more the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
You need anything, just say the word. One of the docs will get you right as rain in no time.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues.
I sound like work, lol.
The patient records database is acting up. Access is a lot slower than normal, and I have no idea why.
I'll look into it later. For now, let's focus on your investigation. I wish some of the doctors around here were as patient as you. So who's the suspect you're after? The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? It should be, unless she's using a different one. So, do you know anything else about why she'd be here? That should help narrow things down.
I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Okay, give me just a minute here. Maya Cruz. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally, here we go. Oh, no matches found for Amaya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. I guess it's possible. Maybe I can give you another option. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us.
Oh yeah, it's game time.
There's Candace. What's her last
Candace
name?
dick fit in her
Doolin.
mouth.
Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
Yo. Yo. Give me that motherfucking access.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
I'm sure there's someone else that can help you.
There's such a mountain of work, I could really use a hand. But I don't want to inconvenience anyone.
Do you need something? Yes, you may. Okay. I learned from my father. He started bringing me along with him to the Trident Luxury Line Star Yard as soon as I was old enough to be useful. I loved it there. Learning firsthand by working with my father and his mechanics was a wonderful experience. I think my father hoped I would take a job at Trident after spending so much time in their Star Yard. But I found my calling elsewhere. When we met, I was working as a mechanic at the Aquila spaceport. With so many travelers coming and going, there's always someone in need of ship repairs. But when I was younger, I was part of a small group that responded to distress calls from travelers near Aquila. It was hard, dangerous work, but I loved it. I left when my wife and I got engaged. Working at the spaceport was a steadier career, and we needed the credits. I took the job to provide for us, so she could keep traveling with him. Mostly Aquila City locals. It started with just 5 members, but by the time we disbanded, there were 15 of us. My wife was one of the group's founders. That's how we met. She was the one who encouraged me to join them. She didn't have a hard time convincing me. I'd do anything for her. If they got a call about a broken ship, they brought me along to help repair it. Most of the time it was routine repairs, but every now and then we got a call from someone who had been attacked by spacers. That is where the danger came from. Sometimes the hostile ships waited around to attack us too. No, it does not. We worked for a few years, but over time, most of our members left to start families, or took jobs like this one, with steadier pay. I am not surprised to hear that. You have always struck me as the adventurous type. Whatever you like. Ah, wonderful. My father lives in Aquila City, and so does my wife. Leaving them behind was a difficult decision, but they promised to look after one another while I'm away. It has been a long time since I had a job that took me away from home. I did not realize how much I would miss them. I was born and raised near Trident Star Yard. My father worked there as an engineer. He raised my sister Gina and I aboard his ship. It was just the 3 of us.
Ship?
Unfortunately, my mother passed away when I was a baby. But my father loved Gina and I enough to make up for her absence.
Got it.
He raised us to be kind, hard-working people. Now that he is retired, he likes to joke that he passed on his work ethic to us, so we would have enough credits to provide for him in his old age. Trident Luxury Lines is a starship manufacturing company. They mainly produce cruise ships and private yachts for the ultra-rich. Gina and I both do. We bought him a small house in Aquila City and fixed it up ourselves, so he would have a comfortable place to retire. Being able to support him is one of my proudest achievements. I would not have become the man I am without him. No. She is the smart one. She followed our father's path and became an engineer. She works in Neon. It is a personal goal of mine to buy a ship she designed someday. I am very proud of her hard work. He is. He gave me a wonderful example to live up to, if I am ever lucky enough to become a father. Absolutely. Her name is Nadia. Isn't that beautiful? She and I met as teenagers after I moved to 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞 to work at the spaceport. She has been the brightest star in my sky ever since. I would not trade her for anything. She was all right with it. Nadia and I have always supported one another. And she is a traveler herself. She has taken plenty of jobs away from home. I know she'll be there waiting when I get back. Just like I have always waited for her. No, not yet. We are both still young. But we do hope to start a family someday. It will be 10 years next spring.
And
we have been together for almost 15 years, though.
Oh my god.
Oh, I am. She is the love of my life. Just thinking about her makes me smile.
No!
It is a sad story. She died giving birth to me.
Oh my god, no way.
She went into early labor while she and my father were aboard his ship near the Trident Star Yard. They started for 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿 right away, of course. But the stress of entering 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿's atmosphere was too much for her body. By the time they made it to 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿's spaceport, it was too late. She'd lost so much blood that even the doctors at the core couldn't save her. Mariam. My father had a nickname for her, though. Mari. He named me after her as a way to keep her with us. And to honor her for bringing me into the
Mari.
world. I carry her name with pride. The way my family tells it, she was a deeply caring woman who loved her family very much. He took it very hard. My parents were deeply in love from the day they met until the day my mother died. Gina tells me it took him years to recover from the loss. But he never let that burden fall on his children. His grief did not stop him from raising us to be people she would have been proud of. I cannot quite put into words how much I respect him for that. Just shy of 9 years old.
She's older than him.
She and my mother had a very special bond. The loss hit her hard. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate that. I've always wished I could have known her before she died. I hope to see you again soon.
Oh, you will. Not believe I have to hear that shit. That shit fucking hurts. It hurts like hell. Wow, there's really nobody here.
ship, Doc. If you are who I think you are, then you're here to bring me in. I have to warn you, I've had more than enough time to prepare for this. So either you leave now, or I'll be burying what's left of you.
Whoa! No way. Here we go. Now she wants to talk. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, what are you waiting for? Finish it. Yeah. We've got a base, a good one, too. Spent months of my life getting that place up and running. As for where it is, you're going to have to figure that out on your own. Because that's what we were hired to do. The pay was good, too. But the best part was getting to stick it to the people who turned their backs on us. Of course it is! We spent 20 years behind bars because our leaders got scared and called off our attack just when we had the battle won. And did the people of the Freestar Collective that we fought and died for come to our defense? No! They did nothing. Nothing! Well, now they can die. Just like most of our unit did. I can't wait until you find out. Fine. I ain't feeling conversational anyway. You might not think so now, but it's likely to end up that way. How about I make this real simple for us both? I've got maybe a few weeks to live, and I ain't spending them behind bars. You want to put an end to me here and now? Then fine. Get it over with. Life's kicked me around enough as it is. But if you want to let me die on my own terms, then leave me in peace. I've been abused or abandoned by everyone I ever got close to. Gave up on people and put my faith in machines instead. Wasn't until I came to the 1st Cavalry and met Major Hull that I felt I could trust someone again. Well, how about a test? Rangers are known to be handy with a gun. But here's a problem you'll have to solve with your brain instead. I've encrypted this slate. If you can crack it, you'll learn something useful. Now get out of here and leave me in peace.
Hey, deputy. New deputy, huh? Honor to have.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably right. Hey there, deputy. Way I hear it, you've been keeping busy jumping from one side of the Freestar Collective to the other. How do you like the job so far? Best to give it time. You're still pretty new, after all. So, what brings you by? Well, well, what do we have here? Well, this is new. Very interesting indeed. I'll see what I can do. If you can get me another one of these, it'll give me more context for the encryption and should speed things up. In the meantime, you be careful out there, deputy. From what I've heard, these mercs mean business.
Yo!
Be helping
go. Nigga, what? I could slide? I didn't know I could slide. What the hell? Specifically falling from high distance. Nonetheless.
Welcome to the rock.
Oh, that's shit. Oh, that's oh shit. Wait a minute, that's sick as hell. Wait a minute, that's sick as hell.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Yes? What?
If you need anything, just ask for me. Sal. Looks like another newcomer. Welcome to the pit stop. We have a little bit of everything. What, brings you to Hopetown? Just once I want to hear someone's here for a honeymoon or for the annual ice night drinking competition. A word of warning, it can get a little rowdy here. Keep your gun holstered and there won't be any problems. Hardly. A lot of my patrons just got done with a shift. Throw some of the hard stuff in there, well, fists may fly, but they're good people, so please, don't hurt them too bad. Well, you just became my favorite customer. You need anything? We got more than booze here.
Nigga, I need it!
There was a deep hauler, said she picked up some sort of distress call in the Charybdis system.
Charybdis?
Responding to distress calls can be quite lucrative, if your ship can handle itself.
Hood.
No, it's been pretty boring around here. People like to grouse, but truth is, Hopetown's the brightest spot on this planet. Deep down, all of us are beyond grateful to Mr. Hope. But the workers work hard and play hard too, so it's best not to drop your guard. Here's the menu.
Show me that nigga menu. I need that nigga, man. You did. Oh, chili. The bourbon. Eat it. Got the motherfucking what the fuck? This is the brew? What is this? What? 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐬𝐞? Oh, it's a beer. Okay. Midnight special. A 4-egg omelet with vegetables. Oh, an omelet and what? A vegetable omelet? Oh wow, none of that shit.
Yes.
As dives go, this place ain't bad. I'm new in town. What's your name, stranger?
Not bad.
I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink.
No, they ain't going to do anything until it's too late.
At least there should be a hazard bump for everyone.
Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship to Markab? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. Two ways this can go. You know the drill. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what. Maybe. The bounty is awfully large for what they're saying. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am. Suit yourself. But you may want to re-up your life insurance policy. One more drink and it's liftoff.
All right, Neva went for it.
What?
The plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is gonna do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get started, I need a layout of the settlement. Don't leave anything out. I want every guard patrol, junction box, mark down everything. When it's go time, I'm gonna need some kind of distraction. Maybe set off a mining charge or something. You know, keep security busy. You'll have at least a week's notice before we send in our ships, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. All right, you wanted to be part of the fleet. This could be your ticket. Just don't screw it all up.
Excuse me?
Did your cousin get the job?
They're still waiting. The interview went real well. Fingers crossed.
I heard there's 30 people they interviewed.
This can't. Why did I ever take this job? Why? I mean, maybe. At my 6th birthday, the theme was unicorns. Sorry, bad joke. Since the tracker's on world, I'm sure he's got eyes on the Mark hub. It's just too dangerous. I feel like I can finally breathe again. Thank you. You're right. I'll see what I can do. You're a literal lifesaver. Take this.
Gotta return it. Yeah. Nigga, are they fighting? Hey, yo. I sold it, right? Yeah, I think I did. Moving in. Damn it, I missed everything. There's too many railings, I can't hit anything. Ah! Call of Duty, bitch! Oh shit, I missed. Yeah, it's Call of Duty, alright. Yeah. Hey. Yo, get you. Back. Yeah, it hurt, don't it? We got nigga. Focus. Miss. Cool. Damn it, that hurt. There's more. They just keep spawning. They just keep coming. I need to heal. My blend. Where's my no. Where's my bourbon? Then where's my frosted? Oh, it's time. Mink. Oh, let's go. Go. Whoa. Mink. Oh. That's what you mean, nigga. What the hell are you? What? Lieutenant, where did you come from? Oh, you were getting attacked. Oh, okay. Yeah, the outpost, I remember. You guys are waiting for me. We got him. And go down. She kinda not too bad. I'm better drop. They go, what? You think they're gonna come here and try to fuck with me? Another thing coming. Both sides? What? Done until, bitches! My controller, no. Yo! Oh. Hurt my man? Nah, I'm gonna hurt you! Can't go down. Nice. That's how you use your ability. Oh! Nigga. Ping, 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 ping. That nigga didn't even know what just happened to him. Lieutenant, oh my god. Oh, you're up.
These damn spaces. Too many of them.
You tell me.
So many people.
That's the price of command, Torres. Every decision leads to blood. You can drive yourself crazy with counterfactuals. Focus on the good you did. We did, here. Huh. Well, just don't go saying that too loudly.
𝐤𝐤𝐬's safe because of you. Both of you. I almost want to write back to the Freestar and ask them to give you a medal.
Now, wouldn't that be the damnedest thing? I could put it on right next to my meritorious star. You'd save me a court-martial if you just give me your thanks. Might be you want your medal, though. I know exactly how you feel.
I'm not sure if I would have done all this if the roles were reversed, 𝐸. But I will never forget you.
You're young, and you've got a future ahead of you. A bit of advice. I've been passed up for promotion more times than I can count because I've always stuck by my principles. There's a million ways the bastards in command will ask you to compromise. Little ways, big ways. Don't. It may hurt your career, but I look back with pride at my service. Especially today. Hunkering down in the mud for years gives you a lot of time to think. All us ground pounders are philosophers.
I sincerely hope I never see you across the lines on the battlefield, Captain.
If you do, Lieutenant, I will do my duty.
Not if I do my duty first.
They're still threatening each other.
Soldiers, it's time to get out of the Freestar's hair.
Mission. It took me forever to finally be strong enough to do this mission. Deep core stasis? Oh, Peacekeeper, whoa.
Got a present for you, Captain.
You have a good day.
And on behalf of Stroud Eklund,
These ships are nice, but compared to a trident?
we are creating revolution.
Hope you have a good stay.
Average consumer doesn't need that sort of maneuvering capability. And Mike is saying there are technical reasons your design won't work. Oh, this must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you. Hello. Hi there. It might surprise you to hear that no, I have not. This is actually the first project I've led for Stroud Eklund. I recently graduated with a master's degree in engineering management. I'm actually kind of surprised they hired me, but I was at the top of my class, so maybe they didn't want to lose me to some other star yard. Anyway, I'm grateful for the chance to do good work here. It means I'm responsible for making sure our projects are carried through to completion. I'm not the one calling all the shots per se, but I do need to ensure the people making those calls are empowered to do that within the limits the executive set for us. You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job. Yes, of course. I'm sure Walter had a great reason for choosing you. Let's get to it then.
Wow. Was not expecting that.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it. Sure. I'm Jules, R&D project lead. Was the one making all the big decisions. I suppose I just coordinate now. You already heard from Frank. He's lead designer on the project, focused on the look and feel of the ships. There's Ella, another senior designer. She focuses on some of the more technical designs of ships. Went to school with Frank. Mike is our senior engineer, responsible for consulting on all the technical bits, the machinery, the computer systems, etc. And then there's Nev. She's here for marketing. It's her job to weigh in and sell this thing to consumers. Okay, good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with? While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical, and the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction, and they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs? And would something that expensive actually sell? I'd love to, seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount. I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you. It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
Her face.
I was afraid you'd say that. Look, I'm the one who has to go to the board with this proposal, so before I can convince them this is going to be worth it, you're going to need to convince me. Well, I'm all ears because it's... Well, there's always room for personal improvement, I suppose. I know how this works. If we have all those options, we're just going to eat up the entire budget using them all. You know, as 50% of the Stroud-Eklund name, that might be enough. Huh, that's a good one. Okay, I think you made some good points. I'll go to the board with the kitchen sink proposal and get that approved. Great, that's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions. Well, Mr. Stroud believes you fit in our target demographic. We heard about some of your adventures, and we tend to agree that getting data from someone like you will be helpful. Frankly, most of our test pilots played a little too safe, and the scenarios we run don't push the limits as much as we can get away with legally. But luckily, we don't have those same concerns with you, because you're not technically employed by us, and Walter trusts you. Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there. Hi. Need something? Oh, no. Well, it's just... I'm a little new here, and everyone's got these big, flashy designs. And I'm supposed to come up with one too, but like, I don't know if it's as good or like, good at all, even. Thank you for saying that, but like, really? I don't know. Whatever. Here goes. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht, something marketed more towards families. Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right? I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority. A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think you'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales. I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and like, no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
Hold on, she kind of talking.
Oh, really? Wow, I am... Thank you.
You use your own experience
really
and then
glad I
also
told you about it.
also like
Well, if we end up making it, I swear I'll
explain the
work up a
different
hell
angle
of an
on it.
ad campaign for it. So far I do. But just between you and me, I feel like I'm in a little over my head. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yo, same.
My bosses really seem to like my work. So
Same.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right.
Yo,
I still feel weird pitching ideas to people
I
who've
love
been
this
at
game.
this for so much longer
That's
than I have.
so relatable.
It's interesting. I'm new, and I've never done anything like this before coming here. Marketing for ships, specifically, that is. There are so many things to think of for different demographics, like style, features, cost, and all that. And you also need to think about offensive and defensive capabilities, because space is dangerous, and people need to feel like the ship they're buying is safe. Yeah, I've only been here for a few months. I did a little marketing for Chunks before this, but it was really more of an internship. Ships are like totally different than that. I applied for the job here on a whim because I thought it'd be fun. I never expected to be hired.
What up, Nick?
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here. Well, how do I put this? My co-workers are smart people. But between you and me, they're in way over their head with this project. Jules especially.
Wow.
She's new at being a project lead and has insisted we design by committee, so everyone's voice is heard. Admirable. But no one could agree on anything, and we're running significantly behind because of it. Well, quite the opposite, actually. See, I don't care who makes the decision, so long as someone does it. And said proposal doesn't make me regret getting into engineering. You get me?
Yes.
Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible.
I like those two words you
Simple,
used.
no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
Wait.
Let me tell you. All the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame. Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around. Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk? I'm an engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead of letting me get to my work, they keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one. No, I'm just trying to set realistic goals. Sorry that ain't exciting to you.
Nah, I fuck
So
with
I'm
it.
thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming. And no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk.
Okay.
Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it. Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low.
Just so this
Doesn't
cargo.
need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons,
Okay, weapons.
basic defenses,
Okay.
basic scanners. You get the idea.
Okay,
If we go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself. Sure. Don't take the advice of someone who's been doing this since all these jokers were in nappies. Thanks, I guess. I assume you mean the company and not the people. Because even if I didn't already think so, I'd tell you that both Walter and Issa are great. The company's still kind of young as far as star yards go, but it seems to be going in the right direction, despite what it may look like. I've been doing this for a while at other star yards, and so far, we're avoiding a lot of the mistakes some of the older corps have made. Yeah, that's me, innit? Been here since the start of the company. Done engineering for going on 30 years total. Though I keep telling them, it's senior, not lead engineer. I've got no interest in being lead. Too much management. Not enough tactile work. And yet here I am. Resigned to my fate on the R&D team. Nope. Not really. I like to think I don't have the ego for it. I've got nothing to prove, and I don't rightly care to make my mark on the industry. But all I want to do is build the best damn starships I can, and not get bogged down with all the excess particulars. But upper management loves the work I do, and they wouldn't let me say no to this. I guess they needed someone to keep everyone's heads out of the clouds, so here I am.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me. As a designer, I see the beauty in our craft and deliver that to the consumer. My desire is to make flying in our ships a joy to all the senses. I have won awards. I am proud of my work. But I do not like to brag. Rather, my goal is to change the board's perception of employees like myself from mere cogs in the corporate machine to value us as artists and let us do as we please. Ah, yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market. The ship should be mid-size, spacious but not bulky. We'll want to build it with the highest quality, most expensive modules available. It should feel safe but not threatening. Focus on defensive measures, not aggressive weaponry. Above all, you should be able to picture your favorite celebrity, or Walter himself, flying this ship and influencing others to buy as well. I think I understand what you mean. It is not enough to say it's a high-end luxury ship. Who is flying this ship? Where do they go? What is their story? And why do they crave such attention? Oh, thank you. I will think on this and improve on my proposal.
Yeah, good.
Because I am the lead designer on the project, it is literally my job to design it. It is frustrating because I keep getting pushback, and Jules has this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before. Just because I do not like how corporate we have become doesn't mean I don't like getting paid. Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation. Then again, here we are.
Even he took acknowledgement of that.
2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
Words, give me a short version.
Of course you do. I'm glad you understand. Imagine someone like Borealis stepping out of one of our shining luxury ships. Everyone would want to look that cool, Not only would I have the chance to work on a dream ship, but that kind of exposure is guaranteed to sell it.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but, there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships? Good. We were worried you knew nothing, and this would be a complete disaster. As long as you are willing to listen to us, we may still avoid that outcome. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine? I'm the most senior designer on this project, for one. Despite all the acclaim he gets, I actually referred Frank to his current design position. He and I were in the same design program when we went to get our degrees back in uni. We support each other as friends as much as possible. Even when we disagree. I love my job here. But I dream one day of working for a small startup or running my own design firm so I can work on custom ships instead of mass-produced products. Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market? No. In fact, I believe Tayo Astroneering already attempted developing a fleet of autonomous limo ships, and it did not go over well.
Oh, wow.
My idea is a little less conventional. I believe we should invest in making a dedicated exploration ship, marketed towards citizen scientists. Sure, we and other manufacturers have lines of exploration ships, but none built with the average consumer in mind. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration, fueled by ordinary people like you and me. I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must. Yeah, that's what Jules said too. But at least that gives me something to think about. Thanks. I'll refine the idea and propose it next time, I guess. Why do I feel like answering this could be a trap coming from someone who was sent here by Walter to step in and take over our project? It's not like I have anything to hide. I used to think working for a super wealthy corporation would be terrible, but honestly, it's pretty great. They've been good to me, and the stability is way better than any startup. I've had opportunities I wouldn't have anywhere else, so yeah, pretty great. Well, as a senior designer, I'm trusted to work on some pretty important features on these ships. Most of my work is on the technical features, designing them to be more user-friendly. Computer systems like navigation, targeting, you name it. It may not be as glamorous as what Frank does, but without me, these ships would be almost impossible for the average consumer to actually use. Bye.
Bye.
We're all this is going great. Just fantastic. Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess. I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded free stars. I'm glad you brought that up. No, and yes, there's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them. We'd want to give it strong weapons, tough defenses, plus good speed and maneuverability. Most starfighters are fairly small, and the tricky part is keeping costs down with all those fancy modules. Wonderful. Thank you. I'm hoping when the time comes, I'll be able to convince the others that's what we should go with. We'll chat again soon, okay?